Okay, so now we're going to take a look at getting our verse in, and we're going to come from this section. So we'll just play it back and see what it sounds like now. I think it might just drop in just a bit early. We may need to create a bit of space. So let's have a listen. So you can sort of hear there when it drops in, it just sort of comes a bit out of nowhere, and you're not really expecting it. So what we'll do is just sort of leave a gap and then do sort of another quick build up into it. So I'm going to move it out of the way. And do that. And then I'm just going to duplicate this time. And duplicate it one more time. So we're going to have our sort of breakdown bit, and then we'll sort of slam into the vocal. So let's see what we can see what it sounds like anyway. Okay, so what we want to do is just sort of have some of the stuff in this section sort of filtered back a bit. So we'll turn our filter on our fast bass on again. Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. And we'll also have our pads filtered down. Make sure they're the right volume. We'll go into our silent. It's already showing automated perimeter, so we'll have to go in and assign a controller. So hit configuration, tap R, cutoff frequency, and it'll show up there. And then it'll show up on our automation. And then we will just have it filtering down out the end of this. We still want it there or thereabouts. And we may actually want to sort of filter it so we've got a bit more depth to it as well. I'm also going to drop the filter on our sort of Paul van Dyk sounding stabs. Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I'll even try taking them out and see what they sound like. Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. And I'll go up to our fast bass. I think it's filtered too low. So don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so far away. So we'll just adjust our pad and get it sort of more into the mix. Bring up our filter a bit, and then we're going to need to automate this from up here where it was. To down here a bit. And we'll turn the volume up a tiny bit as well. And those sort of gated pads are a wee bit over the top maybe.
Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so far away.
And I'm actually going to bring the stabs back in. I think they help to move it along a bit, so just sort of keep them in.
Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so far away. If the morning comes too early.
Right, let me just check we've got the right vocal. I think we do. Yeah, I think they're the ones we edited in Melodyne.
Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so.
Just going to bring the volume of the pad up a bit.
Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so far away. If the morning comes too early.
And what we want to do is sort of have it fading down to our chorus coming in.
Don't call me back to.
So we'll join these drums up and we'll just start fading everything out. Drum rack mixer, chain volume.
If the morning comes too early. Don't call me back too soon.
And we'll do the same with our off bass as well. We want it sort of just fading out over this section here.
Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so far away. If the morning comes too early. Don't call me back too soon.
And then we want our chorus to come in. So it should be the chorus pad. Our fast bass seems to turn itself on again there, so we'll have to just make sure it's stayed off. And we'll go and pick up our chorus Fox.
Love is a hurricane and washes away the pain. And everything I do for you. Love is a hurricane and washes away. Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so far away. If the morning comes too early. Don't call me back too soon. Love is a hurricane and washes.
Okay, so that's sounding pretty good. Just want to have a sort of tweak about with the vocals just to get them sounding a bit bigger. And I think what we'll do is add another vocal reverb. Just one specifically for the vocal, just to give it a bit of space. I don't want it to use the one for the main riff because they're sort of a different vibe. We want the main riff one. We turned down the early reflections, and in the vocal one, that's what we'll sort of want to do the reverb. So I'll go into Ether. And we'll see what we've got here in our classics. See what Magic Vocal sounds like. And we'll just loop around the two vocals. And we'll rename this. Just so we know what we're doing. And it's on C, so we'll turn C up.
Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so far away. If the morning comes too early, don't call me back too soon.
One of the other things I wanted to have a look at on the vocals was just the compression. Because we sort of dialed back the attack, it's not really picking up some of the start of the words. And it just sounds a bit attacky. So what I'm going to do, I do want to keep some of the attack in there, but I'm going to add another compressor in there. I'm going to ease back on this one, so we still get sort of a bit of attack. And on this one, I'm going to just have it flattening out the sound. And I'm going to put a softer knee on this one. And what this will do is just mean we're still getting some of the attack that we have, but we're getting a sort of flatter overall vocal sound.
Don't wake me if I'm dreaming. I wanna stay so far away. If the morning comes too early, don't call me back too soon.
There's a couple of breaths and stuff in there that I'm just going to have a look at fixing. Some we may have missed the first time round.
Don't wait.
So we'll just go in and fix this.
Don't wake me. Don't wake me if I'm dreaming.
Got that one there. We'll just knock it out.
I wanna stay so far away. If the morning comes too early, if the morning comes too early, don't call me back too soon. Love is a hurricane and washes away the pain, and everything I do. Love is a hurricane and washes away the pain.
Just gonna knock that. I think we did that earlier where we sort of knocked some of the P out of that. I'll just knock it a wee bit more because we got a bit more compression now.
Love is a hurricane and washes away the pain, and everything I do for you.
Okay, so let's have a listen back with all our tracks on.
Love is a hurricane and washes away too soon. Love is a hurricane and washes away the pain, and everything I do for you. Love is a hurricane and washes away the pain, and everything I do for you.
Okay, so there we go. Then we're going to start into our lead sound after that, and I may come back and have a look at some of the section there, but I think it's sort of tidied up a bit, and then we'll sort of work on building our riff up and into the next section. I think we'll need different sort of crashes and sweeps in there, but I want to see what the riff, how it works before I go back. And I think as well, having the stuff dropping over the verse might not be 100% right, but we'll have a look at it in a bit.